Stupid girls, stupid girls.
Hello everybody, I'm interviewing Emmy.
Word.
So I'm going to ask you a few questions anyway.
Sure.
Tell us about your Team Twilight.
Well, on some Ransom Day, after my husband. So I could just do this, so it'd be really pathetic. Right? Yeah. I'm gonna be Mrs. Ransom! No, really, Rob proposed, it was so magical. He just doesn't know it yet. No. See, the thing is, I'm really going to marry Edward Cullen, and Bella's just like, in case I can't make it in time, she's going to get married as me, but she's not actually going to be married to Edward, I am.
Cool. So, is Edward your favourite character?
No. Edward Cullen, actually it's kind of funny, Edward Cullen isn't my favourite character in the Twilight series, because everyone tends to love Edward, and it really annoys me because everybody says Edward Cullen is perfect, and I don't think he's perfect at all. I mean, he has his flaws like every other human being does. It's just the fact that because the story is from Bella's point of view and she doesn't see those flaws, she doesn't express them. But the thing is, Edward is very possessive, he's very overprotective, and he's kind of creepy because he watches her sleep. So my favourite characters would actually have to vary between Jacob Black and sorry, I got hay fever, my nose keeps going up. Yeah, so my favourite characters between Jacob Black and Carlisle Cullen. Carlisle, I actually admire Carlisle for more of what he does in the story, but he's not really there a lot where he could be in there more. And I really like James. Which is funny because ironically, James isn't exactly the good guy, but I really like his character. He's very sadistic, very determined, and it's very nice to actually like the bad guys for once.
What's your favourite book so far?
New Moon is one of my favourite of the books because it gives Bella a reality check. When Edward leaves her, it is like it's no more perfect, and it really annoys me that people get so obsessed with not liking New Moon because Edward leaves, but they miss out the whole fact of what Jacob Black becomes in this story, and the fact that it's more about Bella learning to cope with life without Edward. And yes, eventually Edward comes back, and I am happy and grateful that Edward and Bella get back together, but I still love that story for the fact that it shows a more raw side to Bella.
So, what do you think the story is going to be in Breaking Dawn then?
Breaking Dawn, that's the one thing that's really got me going, because I haven't got a week yet. I mean, I think it's the 4th, 22, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 31, 30 days of September, January, June, November, so just 30. And then it's basically just
about 9 days.
About 9 days, because America have got 7 days, so
not fair.
It's not fair that America gets the book first, with the fact that Harry Potter is an English-based book, and yet they get it at the same time we do. But all the Twilight books, America gets it before England, and I'm like, take a bloody liberty.
That's my saying. And Kevin take it.
Yeah. No, I just think that with Breaking Dawn, I know that Bella and Edward are going to get married, and the one thing is, like, they've been releasing the quotes of the day. I haven't seen today's quote because I'm so busy rushing around doing other stuff that I didn't have time to look for the quote of this day. But one of the quotes that really got me is where Bella turned around and said, "Why am I covered in feathers? Why is Bella Swan covered in feathers?" Maybe they, like, dressed up as a swan for the day. And she's like, "Why is she covered in feathers?" Because she's a swan!
Yeah.
Or Edward Cullen, where he goes, "Oops." Why is Edward saying, "Oops"? Did he, like, I think that one reason why he oops, like, something big happens, and, like, Edward bursts into the room while Bella's in her wedding dress, and Alex is suddenly like, "Edward, you're not meant to see her before the wedding!" And he's like, Oops. No, I just really am looking forward to Breaking Dawn because I don't want it to end. I don't want Twilight to end because I know they're going to have New Moon coming out as a movie, and obviously they're going to have Eclipse out as a movie, and they're going to have Breaking Dawn. Plus the whole prospect of Midnight Sun, which is Twilight from Edward's perspective, and apparently it's going to be bigger than Twilight because obviously Edward's brain works a lot more than Bella's.
So, is there anything else about Twilight that everyone wants to know?
I just think that people should read Twilight as opposed to some people still waiting for the movie. My brother is actually reading Twilight and he's on past chapter, I think he's getting up to chapter 6 now. Cool. But when Sean finishes reading Twilight, I'm going to get my mum to read it as well. But I am on chapter 2. And how long have you been reading Twilight?
I bought it with you. Because I'm not a fast reader like you.
I can't help it. I like to read, and when I read at the speed.
My life is on Vampire Freak, so I'm based on that really, been reading. So anyway, so this is the end of the talk about Twilight, and we both say ta-ta.
I'm not saying ta-ta.
So I'll say ta-ta then, and you say peace.
So, but when you say ta-ta, I think of what a little kid who goes, ta-ta! Ta-ta! I just like to say a good, solid, straightforward out there. Bye! Bye-bye. And that's makes you childish again.